Another one. Go spread on one rollout things, right? Yeah, it's like a play action rollout. Yeah, you can't sprint like.
The confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Neville Gallimore. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And out of bounds right around the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A run by Bell on 1st down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
Now Bell. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try and run for it with Bell. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 9 now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert now. This is Bell on the dump off.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert. Caught here by Bell. And some room to run now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and a yard. Herbert. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Steelers, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They go play action here on first down. It's Miller, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now back to throw.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
working with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert has it knocked free. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. Nope.
That's caught at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Myers' kick is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These 2 teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Jerry Tillery coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And in for the Chiefs' touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs' offense cashes in with 6.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick pass out to Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 27-13.
Makes the score. Chiefs 27, Steelers 13.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Bell sheds him off. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Herbert got a man and he hits him in stride. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell so light on his, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. The ball comes out.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
To the air again, Herbert. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half.
He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Herbert on first down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, Herbert. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Bell. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Herbert off of play action. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chiefs on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man here is Conklin. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. Gets this to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't